Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV. It's time for a review of the new Kid Cudi record titled Satellite Flight, The Journey to Mother Moon. Titled is like Kid Cudi Presents Satellite Flight, but doesn't really matter. One way or the other, Kid Cudi is using this record, which was originally intended to be an EP, but apparently he got in super creative mode and decided to extend it to a full length. It's intended to be a bridge between Indie Cut, his last record, and the new Man on the Moon record, Man on the Moon 3, which will release sometime in 2015. Kid Cudi, I've always thought was a very interesting subject just because of the fact that he's so all over the place and so different than most hip-hop artists. I would not even label him as a hip-hop artist just because of the fact that he plays with so many different genres and features in his music. He's tried everything from rock with his project Wizard. He worked with Dr. Genius on that, but that project as a whole just came off as kind of lazy and, like I said, just kind of uninteresting and boring to me as a whole, although there were standout tracks. Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon series has been really solid in my opinion. Indie Cut was kind of more mixed emotions for me, and here with Satellite Flight, we see Cudi once again. He seems to be kind of in a space haze, a space odyssey if you will. He seems to have quite the obsession with outer space and testing the limits of what hip-hop will allow. And while at times that does come across very interesting, here on this record, Satellite Flight, I can't help feeling like this is nothing more than a gap between albums, like a bridge, something to build a bridge between records. And the reason I say that is just because of the fact that there's so many instrumental moments, and while a lot of them are interesting, like the opening track, Destination Mother Moon, there are just others that don't feel like there's that much going on in them. There's a lot of vocal samples, there's a lot of tracks where Cudi actually does have some pretty interesting things to say lyrically. Too Bad I Have to Destroy You Now is definitely my overall favorite on the record, just because of the fact that Cudi goes so hard and just really shows what he's feeling on that track, calling people out, and when he does that, he gets a lot more entertaining as an artist, I think. It's something that, it's almost like him coming out of his shell on this record. He's kind of built up this wall with these ambient sounds, and you're going to hear some traces of light guitar and just kind of airy styles throughout this record, but when he actually breaks in and starts going a little bit faster with his lyrics and actually discussing things more, then it gets a whole lot more entertaining to listen to. Balmain Jeans is another one that I'm enjoying off of this record. I don't necessarily enjoy the lyrical content, but I think it's got a really nice flow to it, and I like Cudi's laid-back style. And I've never heard of the featured guest on this track, Raphael Saadiq, I believe is how you pronounce that. But I don't know, I thought they worked quite well together. One of the only features, I believe actually the only feature on vocal-wise on this record. Cudi handled most of this himself, including the production, and I can tell that he definitely had an idea of where he wanted this to go, this project here, but as a whole, it just, at times, it comes off as something a little bit hazy and just something that's not going to stick with you for a long time. The album gets a little bit lazy towards the end, in my opinion. In My Dreams 2015, Internal Bleeding is one that I just cannot stand, just because of the fact Cudi's vocal approach on this one is just awful, absolutely awful. Definitely skip that song if you ask me. He just sounds so whiny and just such a, I don't know, it almost just sounds like he's just bitching and stuff on the track. Going to the Ceremony is one that I'm actually enjoying a whole lot more than I did at first. I like the guitar riffs throughout that one. I like the vocal sample that kicks it off, and then you've actually got some pretty interesting content from Kid Cudi on this one lyrically. It makes for one of the better tracks on the record, but just as a whole, this record, it feels a little bit unbalanced between tracks that do succeed and ones that fall a little bit flat. You've got your instrumentals like the opener, like I mentioned, Destination Mother Moon, and then you've got Return of the Moon Man, the original score, which is another instrumental track, and that one just drags its feet a little bit more. Overall, I'm going to say 3 out of 5 for Kid Cudi's new record, Satellite Flight, The Journey to Mother Moon. What did you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll reply to as many of the comments as I can and get kind of a discussion going about this record. I don't know if there's a lot of hip-hop fans or really psychedelic fans that watch my videos, but I want to review as much, as many genres as I can. You know, I want to touch base with as many because I do listen to a lot of different things and I want to share that with you guys. So let me know what I should review next in the comments as well. Thanks for hitting the like button on this video, subscribing to the channel, sharing the video with a friend. I'll see you very soon right here on Album Review TV, Beyond the Reviews.